All right, this is Friday, February 13th. It is the Friday, obviously, before Valentine's Day. I'm an elementary school teacher. Today, there are Valentine's Day parties. There's likely to be chocolate in the break room, chocolate in the office, kids handing me chocolate. So, facing this chocolate gauntlet today, what am I going to do? Before I get into that, I just wanted to give you the headlines on my weight. This is also Friday, weigh in day, friendly Friday weigh in. So this morning I weighed in at 243.4 pounds. That's down zero point 0.9 pounds. I'll take it. Was not a perfect eating week. Although had some good days, but some days I got a little off track. Excuse me. So I'll take that, put it in the bank, and then I'm gonna have a great week starting today, this next week. One of the things I've reinstituted is checking in with ChatGPT, and I checked in last night about my eating, and I print out my MyFitnessPal eating for the day, have it analyze it, and I'm starting to talk about ChatGPT like it's a human being. But anyway, so I uploaded what I ate for the day. One thing it pointed out was that I had 4 chocolate kisses, which were not on my plan. My 9-year-old daughter had her Valentine's party yesterday at school. She's actually allergic to dairy, so she can't eat it. So she offered it to me, and I took it. So that was a bit of a red flag for ChatGPT. And so we talked about it because I'm going into my school has their Valentine's stuff today, and it's the Friday before Valentine's Day, which is on Saturday tomorrow. And ChatGPT said, this is exactly how you prevent drift. Pre-decision before exposure. So tomorrow is a predictable high sugar environment. That means we install a rule set, not rely on impulse control. And me spontaneously walking into a high chocolate environment, depending on impulse control, has never been successful. So one thing that ChatGPT reminded me of is first define my identity going into today and this weekend. First identity rule here says, you are not trying to eat better. You are a 60-year-old man with diabetes on GLP-1 who is cutting from 245 pounds to 190 pounds. That identity makes random candy irrational. Boy, that's helpful to me because I do tend to think, I'm just trying to do a little better. I'm not going to do anything extreme, although that doesn't always turn out that way sometimes. One Hershey's Kiss can turn into many. But my identity today is not a guy trying to eat better. I'm a 60-year-old man with diabetes on GLP-1 who still needs to lose another 55 pounds. That's a lot. So candy does not make sense. Candy is actually crazy. Come up with a tactical plan. The option ChatGPT gave me were A, 0 candy. No chocolate, no bites, not just one smile. Thank them, decline. This preserves your metabolic buffer completely. B, controlled allowance if you want participation. Pre-commit to exactly 1 piece. Eat it after lunch, not between meals. Log it immediately. Nothing beyond that, no grazing. C, bring a decoy. Bring a 150 to 200 calorie high protein snack. When candy appears, eat your plant protein instead. Physiology beats willpower. All right. And here's what I should not do. Do not say, I'll just see how it goes. Or, I'll make it up later. Or, multiple small pieces across the day. Or, and the last thing I should not do is candy between meals. That opens the soft lock and creates an exception cascade. I love that terminology, exception cascade. What I'm doing once I start saying things like, I'll just see how it goes, I'll make it up later, I'll work out more, I'll skip dinner. Those things never work, and I often never do those. And once you open that lock a little bit, it can create an exception cascade. I made this exception, then I'll make this one, then I'll make this one, then I'm 280 pounds again. So what I have decided to do is I'm really trying to kind of reset a little bit here and really nail down my eating. I'm working on a lot of things. I'm working on stress reduction, sleeping more, exercise, but really the make or break issue to me is my eating. Even if I failed everything else, if I get my eating under control, I'll lose 55 pounds and my life will be a lot better. So I'm going with zero chocolate today. And I like how ChatGPT says it here. You need to reestablish psychological dominance over the environment. One clean win matters more than participating. And that kind of terminology appeals to me. That maybe that's why he uses it with me. But reestablish psychological dominance over the environment. And that's the attitude I'm going in with today. I'm not playing. I'm not making exceptions. I'm going to dominate today. No exceptions. I'm not going to crack open the door to an exception cascade. So I am committing to zero candy today. But the one thing I'm doing, but this isn't an exception because I do it almost every morning. I have 3 meals, no snacking in between. And then at the end of my breakfast, I have Premier Protein Chocolate Shake, which is actually pretty delicious. So I am giving, is it too delicious? Do I really need this? I'm thinking about that. 160 calories, 30 grams of protein, which is really important to maintain your muscle. If you need to exercise, tell your body, I need to retain this muscle. You need to make sure it's got enough protein so it can manufacture and maintain and support that muscle. Then I have a 70 calorie Fiber One brownie. It's only 70 calories, but it gives me, I believe it's 7 grams of fiber. And another thing that I have to be aware of is constipation, like many of us on Mounjaro. So this gives me a solid input of fiber after my breakfast going into the day to keep things moving through my system. So I am having some chocolate, but chocolate with 30 grams of protein and 7 grams of fiber, and total calories between the two is 230 calories. Fits it within my 2,000 calorie max for the day. Helps me hit my goal of 150 grams or more of protein. All right, so what are you going to do? What are you going to commit to? Maybe it would help you to commit in the comments right now what you're going to do. Let's prevent that exception cascade. Put it in the comments or join my school community. I'll put the link in the video description. Great group of people. We're all trying to get healthy, very positive, non-judgmental. You can talk about anything. That's why we call it uncensored, GLP-1 uncensored support group. You can be totally real there. All right, that's it for now. I'll see you in the next one.